congratulate Tony and his team. And Davis Cheeks on an incredible career. That was a hard one. That really was. He really tore us apart. Kids played hard, but he's really exceptional. Truly is. I don't think we stopped them until late in the third, early in the fourth, before we even forced them to punt. And offensively right now, we're not dynamic enough to recover from getting off schedule or being down that much. So, I'm proud of the kids. They fought. Wish we'd send the seniors out a better way. Good news is Davis Cheek doesn't play us anymore, and he can be somebody else's problem.
You guys can go ahead.
Rob, were you trying to throw them off a little bit with the three quarterbacks to start the game?
Some of that, yes and no. Like, turnover issues are so bad that something had to be done. And good news is we didn't do that today. Using every weapon we possibly had imaginable to try to find a way to be successful, and then not letting them be able to game plan and tee off on a quarterback who's either mobile or not mobile or whatever. So tried to mix it up a little bit. Did it that way for a while, but after a while we just stuck with Vinny.
Seems as though the Wildcat has worked all year. It's the first time, I guess it really did on that fourth down.
We got stopped twice, and that's that hasn't happened all year. One of them's a read, one of them's a block, but either way, it's something that one of the rare things that we've been able to count on the entire time. And I think we have more fourth down attempts than any 4 or 5 teams around, and the numbers are pretty good. But I give credit to defense. Elon did a great job stopping it.
If you can't get pressure on Cheek without 4-man rush, he just eats up the blitz, doesn't he?
Well, you're adding one more, and then he's in the RPO game. And we face guys like Aaron Corp was like this. Phillip Rivers is like this. The knowledge is good, but his quickness and his release, it's almost impossible to get to him. Right? He's going to get it out, and they're going if it's not a straight drop back, it looks like a run, but they're going to put themselves in position. They're not going to run the ball that well. They're going to run RPOs and run pass options, and he completed darn near all of them. So he was part of the run game too. It makes for a rough day. Okay.
Freezing up a lot. Sorry. You're freezing up a lot. It's just Towson Wi-Fi.
Oh, gotcha.
I guess about quarterback. Now that Amendola seems to be the guy, at least. Do you feel like he got better as the game went on, or got more comfortable?
Maybe a little bit more comfortable. I mean, go back and watch the tape. There's a lot. I could tell there's a lot of things that we did wrong, like guys that reads that were missed, and the curveball, the changeup of him, helped us in a lot of ways. His ability to escape and running, being able to run some 11-man run game where the quarterback's part of the read certainly will help us. I mean, that's always going to be helpful. But I need to go back and review the film and see how clean it really was, and more to the point, how clean it wasn't, and evaluate that.
How are the players feeling right now? Just devastated?
Devastated, pissed. Like you don't line up to lose. Devastated is when somebody dies. No, they're hurt. They're warriors. That's their job. Fight, be hurt, win, lose, get up, do it again. We still have another opportunity to play a game. And for that, with a locker room full of kids who just went through a year of COVID and not doing all that stuff, no, they're grateful for every opportunity. We're all grateful for just every opportunity we have to play the game and line up and go do it again.
Coach, today was senior day. What makes these seniors unique from previous years?
What they had to go through to still play football. What the world threw at them just so they could play football in any fashion, the game that they love, and the guys they love doing it with. I've loved every team I've ever played. I love those guys. I still have relationships with guys I coached 25 years ago. I love them. But I think this group, above all else, all the things they had to go through just to put a helmet on and play football again. I think their relationships with each other, the coaches, with this program, with themselves. It's going to be more memorable than most any other year. And I wish these guys could be undefeated as much as they've had to suffer through to play. But I know in my heart of hearts these men are going to be really, really good men because of what they had to go through to play. And they've grown in ways that most guys haven't. They've had to experience things most people haven't. And because of it, they're a closer group. It's a beautiful thing. I just wish we could have won more.
And today was military appreciation for Wardell Turner. How important was it for this team to pay tribute to him?
Extremely important. And it's extremely important that everybody that ever had a diploma, everybody that went to school here, everybody who ever met the man, honor him. And I've said this already. I said there's a world where people die twice. You die physically, and then you truly die again when you are forgotten, when your name's not said anymore. And I challenge every single one of us, football player or not, Towson grad or not, but anyone involved with this football program, this university, or any aspect of it, remember Wardell Lewis.
And what do you need to do to turn around next week against JMU?
We're probably going to get a little healthy. We're pretty beat up, pretty banged up by now. And it's the last game, it's the last fight, it's the last match. It's a tough place to play. They fill it up. They're really, really good. And they're on their way out of the league. I think our guys will be excited for a week of practice to go down there and send them off.